Have you ever wondered what it takes to climb the world's highest peak? To stand on the summit of Mount Everest, a place where the air is thin and the world stretches out beneath you like a map. It's a dream for many, but a reality for only a dedicated few. This is the story of that journey, a tale of human endurance, ambition, and the raw power of nature. The story of Everest begins long before the first climber sets foot on its icy slopes. It starts with the Sherpa people, the indigenous community of the Khumbu Valley. For centuries, they've lived in the shadow of this colossal mountain, which they call Chamaloma, or Goddess Mother of the World. For them, it's a sacred place, a home to deities, not a peak to be conquered. Their deep connection to this mountain is the foundation upon which every expedition is built. Without the strength, knowledge, and unparalleled high-altitude physiology of Sherpa guides, climbing Everest would be nearly impossible for most. They are the true heroes of the mountain, carrying immense loads, fixing ropes, and guiding climbers through treacherous terrain, often for little recognition. The dream of reaching the summit first captured the Western imagination in the early 20th century. The 1924 British expedition, featuring George Mallory and Andrew Irvine, is shrouded in mystery. They were last seen just a few hundred meters from the summit, disappearing into the clouds. Whether they made it to the top before perishing remains one of mountaineering's greatest unsolved questions. Their story solidified Everest's reputation as the ultimate, unforgiving prize. But the world wouldn't have to wait forever. On May 29, 1953, history was made. New Zealander Edmund Hillary and Sherpa Tenzing Norgay, as part of a British-led expedition, achieved the impossible. They stood on the roof of the world. News of their success reached London on the eve of Queen Elizabeth II's coronation, a symbolic moment of triumph and new beginnings for a post-war world. Hillary's humble words, "Well, George, we knocked the bastard off," belied the monumental scale of their achievement. Tenzing Norgay, for his part, made a food offering to the gods of the mountain, a gesture of respect from a man of the Himalayas. Their partnership symbolized a bridge between two worlds, united by a common goal. Today, climbing Everest is a different beast. It's an industry. What once took months of arduous trekking now begins with a flight to one of the world's most dangerous airports in Lukla. From there, it's a 2-week trek to Everest Base Camp, a sprawling city of tents at over 17,000 feet. This trek is crucial. It's not just about getting to the mountain, it's about acclimatization. The body needs time to adapt to the dangerously low oxygen levels. Rushing this process can be fatal. At base camp, climbers spend weeks waiting, acclimatizing, and making practice runs up the mountain. They'll climb partway up, return to base, rest, and repeat, pushing higher each time. This climb high, sleep low strategy is essential for preparing their bodies for the death zone. The death zone is the region above 8,000 meters, or 26,000 feet. At this altitude, the oxygen level is so low that the human body can no longer acclimatize. It's a race against time. Every minute spent here, your body is slowly dying. The journey through this zone is the final, most perilous push to the summit. Climbers face a gauntlet of challenges. First, there's the Khumbu Icefall, a constantly moving river of ice, with deep crevices and towering seracs that can collapse without warning. Ladders are precariously strung across gaps, and climbers must navigate this maze in the dead of night when the ice is most stable. Higher up, they face the Lot's Face, a sheer wall of blue ice that requires climbers to ascend using fixed ropes. Then comes the final push from Camp 4. Climbers leave around 10 p.m., climbing through the night. They are guided by headlamps, a string of lights inching its way up the mountain. They must pass the infamous Hillary Step, a near-vertical rock face, now altered after the 2015 earthquake, but still a formidable bottleneck just below the summit. The physical toll is immense. Every step feels like a marathon. The cold is brutal, with temperatures dropping to -40 degrees or colder. Frostbite is a constant threat, but the psychological challenge is just as great. Exhaustion, hypoxia, and the sheer scale of the environment can lead to confusion and poor judgment. And then, after hours of relentless climbing, they see it. The summit! It's not a large, flat area, but a small, snowy crest. Reaching it is a moment of pure, overwhelming emotion. Climbers spend only a few precious minutes at the top, taking photos, absorbing the 360-degree view of the Himalayas, and trying to process what they've accomplished. But the summit is only halfway. A staggering number of accidents happen on the descent. Exhausted with their guards down, climbers must navigate the same treacherous terrain on their way back to safety. The mountain always has the final say. In recent years, Everest has faced new challenges. Its popularity has led to overcrowding, with queues forming in the death zone, a dangerously long time to be waiting at such an altitude. The environmental impact is also a growing concern, with tons of trash and human waste left behind on the mountain. Efforts are underway to clean up Everest, with dedicated teams working to restore its pristine beauty. But the allure remains. For many, it's not about conquering the mountain. It's about conquering themselves. It's about discovering the limits of human potential and pushing beyond them. It's a profound personal journey that tests every fiber of one's being. The story of Everest is a story of human drama, played out on the world's highest stage. It's a story of courage, sacrifice, and an enduring respect for the power and majesty of nature. It reminds us that while we may reach for the heavens, we are always humbled by the mountains. Thank you for joining us on this journey to the top of the world. If you found this story inspiring, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below. See you next time.